British etiquette is often a blend of old-school politeness and a very modern sense of don't make a scene.
Scene and argument.
British still value modesty, humour, and a very specific set of unspoken social rules.
Modesty, the quality of not being too proud of your abilities or achievements.
British communication is famously indirect. To avoid being rude, people often use understatement.
Understatement, a statement that something is much smaller, much less important, or much less serious than it really is.
In Britain, meaning lives in tone and context. The words are only half the job. The other half is the eyebrow.
Tone, a quality in the voice that expresses the speaker's feelings or thoughts.
In 1951, during the Korean War, a British brigadier was asked by an American general how his outnumbered troops were doing.
Brigadier, an officer in the British Army. Troops, a group of soldiers.
He replied, "Things are a bit sticky," because the American general didn't understand the British penchant for understatement.
Penchant, a habit of doing something.
He didn't send reinforcements, assuming the situation was under control.
Reinforcements, soldiers sent to join an army to make it stronger.
In reality, the British were facing 30,000 enemy troops.
In Britain, our words are often smaller than our feelings. That's understatement. But did you know our physical space follows the same rule? We maintain a social gap. Standing too close feels like an overstatement of your own importance.
The gap etiquette. Leaving too much space is a rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake is a very basic, avoidable, and often silly error made by someone with little experience.
Standing too close is an invasion of personal space.
Invasion, an action or process that affects someone's life in an unpleasant and unwanted way. The optimal, polite, and stress-free gap in a queue is approximately 6 inches, about 15 centimetres, to a standard arm's length.
In Britain, etiquette is all about the unspoken rules, whether it's the gap between you and the person in front of you in a queue, or the way you drink your afternoon tea.
In British tea tradition, milk is added after the tea has brewed.
Brew of tea or coffee, to become stronger in taste in the container in which it is made.
Typically after the tea bag or tea leaves have been removed, the milk should be added to the hot tea in the cup, never directly onto a tea bag.
Hold the teacup by the handle. Do not put your finger through it. Keep the saucer on the table.
Saucer, a small curved plate that you put a cup on.
No slurping, sip quietly. Do not blow on the tea if it is too hot.
Slurp, to drink a liquid noisily as a result of sucking air into the mouth. Sip, to drink, taking only a very small amount at a time.
With our tea properly brewed and stirred, we can finally tuck into the food. The scone is the crown jewel of afternoon tea.
Tuck into something, to start eating something eagerly. The crown jewel refers to the most valuable, successful, or prized component among a group of similar things.
But eating one properly involves more than just a knife and jam.
Now the great debate remains. Does the jam go on before the cream, or is it the other way around? It is a matter of heritage.
The other way around, or round, is a phrase indicating that the reverse of a previously stated situation, order, or direction is true.
It is a matter of heritage.
Heritage, features belonging to the culture of a particular society.
Cornish scones are a classic British treat which demands strawberry jam first, followed by a generous dollop of clotted cream.
Dollop, a small amount of something soft, especially food.
Now, remember the Devon way. Always the cream first, then the jam. We must never sandwich them together.
It looks perfect.
Regardless of the cream versus jam debate, the one thing we can all agree on is that a scone is never a sandwich. You dress each half separately and enjoy them one by one.
Dressing a scone means applying toppings, typically clotted cream and jam, to a freshly baked halved scone.
If you've ever sat down at a fancy dinner, BMW is your secret weapon.
Fancy, expensive.
Think of it like the car brand, moving across your plate. B stands for bread, your bread, and butter plate is always on the left. M stands for meal, your main plate, the meal is in the middle. W stands for water, your water glass, are always on the right. It prevents the classic table theft where you accidentally eat your neighbor's roll, or drink from their water glass.
Roll, a small round loaf of bread for one person.
If you follow this rule, you'll always know which side is yours. In British morning culture, the nostalgic ritual of dipping buttered soldiers into a soft-boiled egg remains a cherished staple alongside other popular styles.
Cherished, bringing the pleasure of love or caring about someone or something that is important to you.
British egg etiquette emphasizes precision and care, particularly with soft-boiled eggs, which are served in a cup and eaten with a spoon, often paired with buttered toast soldiers for dipping.
Toast soldiers are a British breakfast staple consisting of buttered toast cut into thin vertical strips.
Soldiers is a British term that refers to a piece of toast cut into thin strips, reminiscent of the formation of soldiers on parade.
Reminiscent, making you remember a particular person, event, or thing. Parade, a large number of people walking or in vehicles, all going in the same direction, usually as part of a public celebration of something.
Key rules include cracking the top with a knife, avoiding aggressive tapping, and using a teaspoon to scoop the egg.
Dining etiquette is about your behavior at the table, but tipping etiquette is about your relationship with the people serving you. Think of it as the service journey.
It starts with the waiter who managed your meal and ends with the driver who gets you safely to your next stop.
Unlike in the US, tipping in Britain is appreciated but rarely mandatory.
Mandatory, something that is mandatory must be done, or is demanded by law.
Check the bottom of your bill. If it says service charge included, usually 12.5%. You don't need to add anything else. If it isn't included, a tip of 10 to 12% is standard.
Tip, a small amount of money given to someone who has provided you with a service.
For black cabs, it's common to round up to the nearest pound.
Round up to increase a number to the nearest whole or simple number.
For example, if the fare is £9.20, give them £10 and say keep the change.
Fare is the price you pay for a trip on a bus, train, plane, etc.
Bye now, see you in the next one. Goodbye, take care.